My mom always told me looks is not going to get you anywhere, but being pretty is a job.
Welcome to the very first episode of Glitter and Guidance with Armonee. This is a brand new segment where I'll be sharing my thoughts, advice, and some real talk to help you through your ups and downs. Whether it's love, relationships, self-care, or just life in general, I've got your back, girl. Now, before we jump into today's video, I just want to take a moment and say, I know I've been a little MIA lately. Life got a little bit crazy for me last year, but 2025 is all about consistency for me, and I am committed to giving you guys more of the content that you all love. I promise you, pinky promise, I'm here to stay, and I'm ready to be way more present this year, bringing you all the glitter and guidance that you need. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and if you're not, I'm so happy to see your face again. Thank you for sticking with me. Okay, so I have mentioned this in past videos, but I was originally taking requests for topics and things that you guys wanted advice on via my Instagram story, but I do have a business email, and that is where you guys are always free to send me stories or things that you want my advice or input on. A few of you have already reached out, and I am so excited to dive into your story. I will be sharing them anonymously, of course, because I do want to respect everyone's privacy. If for whatever reason you want your name said or you want to go into a little more detail, feel free. Don't hesitate to send me an email to my business email. Once again, that is linked in my bio below, and I'll also put it right here for you guys. Y'all know I got y'all back. I'm gonna give y'all the real, I'm gonna give y'all my opinions, and I'm gonna give you my viewpoint on what I feel like is best. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's get into the glitter and guidance, baby. Okay, so this first email says, "Hi Armonee, first I just want to say how much I love your videos. Your vibe is so refreshing and it feels like you really get it. So I'm hoping you can help me with something that I've been struggling with. Lately, I've been feeling really insecure. It feels like everywhere I turn on social media, there's someone showing off their perfect body or talking about their six-figure lifestyle by the age of 25. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy for those people, but it makes me feel like I'm behind. I'm in my late 20s, still working on my career, and while I don't hate my body, I can't help but compare myself to influencers who look flawless. Between the gym selfies, luxury vacations, and boss babe energy, how do I build my confidence and stop letting social media make me feel like I'm not good enough? I'd really appreciate your advice because I know I'm not the only woman who feels this way. Thank you for being such an inspiration. Love, a subscriber." First of all, I want to say thank you for, one, being a subscriber, and for two, your kind words about being inspired by me and my videos. That really means a lot to me. Now, to get into the topic of social media, you have to understand that social media is just one big highlight reel. People don't post their bad angles, they're not posting their struggles, nor are they posting when their bank accounts are overdrafted. You are comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's edited and calculated performance. Please don't let social media fool you into thinking everyone else's life is flawless or that yours simply isn't good enough. Now let's talk about this body comparison thing. Your body is yours. It has carried you through every moment of your life, and that in itself is something to celebrate. The so-called perfect body that you're seeing on Instagram, half of them are Facetune, snatched with surgery, or just simply taken at the right angle. But this is the real tea. Confidence isn't about looking like everybody else. It's about owning what you have. You want to glow differently? Well, then start appreciating what makes you, you. And let's not forget the financial pressure of things. So what if you're not rolling around in six figures yet? Your timeline is still valid. Some of those boss babes that you speak of are crying in their luxury apartments because they don't have a peace of mind or any real friends. You're working on your journey, and that's all that matters. Wealth is not entirely about money. It's really about being rich with happiness, love, and self-worth. I'm also going to give you a few tips on things that I would suggest moving forward. I would say maybe mute or unfollow accounts that are making you feel less than at this moment. Protect your peace. I also think it would be a good idea for you to start a gratitude journal. and remind yourself of all the amazing things that you do have. And when you get up in the morning, look in the mirror every morning and hype yourself up. I'm talking all in the mirror, like, damn girl, you really is. And lastly, please stop being hard on yourself. I'm sure that you're beautiful and you're destined for greatness, all at your pace, not the internet's. Always remember this: you are the main character of your story. Nobody else can play your part. Trust me, nobody can do it better. So keep getting up every single day and showing the world who you really are. The unfiltered, unstoppable version of you. Mwah. Okay, now we're going to dive into a new email. This one says, "Hi Armonee, I just want to say that you are a breath of fresh air in this space. You don't follow trends, you set them, and that's why I have so much respect for you. Here's my situation. So I've been dating this amazing guy for about a year now. He's a great dad to his son, which is one of the things that I admire most about him. But here's the problem: his child's mother. She is doing the most, and I don't know how to handle it anymore. At first I understood that they needed to communicate for the sake of their child. I respect that. But over time, her behavior has become extra. She calls at all hours of the night about things that don't even concern their child. She's constantly trying to start arguments with me, and it feels like she's making it her mission to push me out of the picture. I've tried to take the high road and keep things peaceful, but it's getting harder. She's confrontational and petty, and it's starting to cause tension between me and my boyfriend. I love him, but I can feel the situation driving a wedge between us. How do I deal with the baby mama who doesn't know her boundaries? Should I talk to her directly, or should my boyfriend be the one to handle this? I don't want to be the reason things get worse, but I also refuse to feel disrespected. Please help, girl. I need your wisdom. Sincerely, over it, but still in love." I'm glad that you can find my videos to be such a breath of fresh air. Now, getting into the sticky situation, let's make one thing clear. She is not your problem to fix. That is your boyfriend's baggage, and he needs to be the one to set boundaries like a grown man. If she's calling him at odd hours or attempting to have conversations with him about things that don't involve their child, he needs to be the one to put a stop to that, period. A simple, "I'm happy to discuss things about our child with you, but let's just keep things respectful and relevant," would work wonders. And if this is not a conversation he's willing to have, well then sis, that is a red flag within itself. Now let's talk about you, because you deserve peace within your relationship. I know how tempting it is to want to step in, especially to defend yourself when she's being disrespectful and messy. But trust me, you do not have to stoop to her level. Stay sitting like the pretty princess that you are. If she does try to come at you directly, you can politely but confidently shut it down. Hit her with the look. I understand that you have history with him, but I'm not here to interfere with his parenting. Let's just keep things respectful. Boom. And let's not forget, you do need to have a sit down with your man and let him know exactly how this is affecting you if you haven't done so already. The communication is literally key, especially if you're hoping for the relationship to be long-term and successful. When you do have to talk, let him know that you're not here for the drama. If he's serious about you, he'll make sure the situation is managed. Lastly, and I say this with all the love in the world, you have to remember your worth. You are not in any type of competition with her, okay? You are the woman in his life. And if for whatever reason she can't seem to respect that, it says more about her than it does you. But don't let this put a wedge between you and your man if he truly is trying to navigate this the right way. Stay confident, stay secure, and do not let her insecurities shake the throne. You've got this, babe. Just remember, the only drama you need in your life is the kind that you're gonna binge watch on Netflix. Not from someone who's clearly stuck in the past. Okay? Okay, let's get into the next advice question. It says, "Hey Armonee, I just want to start off by saying how much I love you and your channel. Please don't quit. I need something to look forward to when I'm getting off work, but I need you to help me out. I'm at a crossroads with a so-called friend, and I don't know what to do. We've been friends since the 10th grade, so there's a lot of history here. But lately, I've been feeling some type of way about how she treats me. She makes these little nice, nasty comments. For example, I told her that I got a promotion at work, and instead of being happy for me, she was all like, must be nice to have time to focus on work and not worry about a relationship like I do. Like, girl, what? She also acts like a whole different person when men come around. I could be mid-sentence and she'll start doing the absolute most to get attention, cutting me off and turning the focus onto herself. And don't even get me started on social media. She never likes my pictures, never compliments me when I look good, and when I post about my accomplishments, crickets. But let me tell her about any of my goals and suddenly it seems like she's in competition mode. I don't know if she's insecure, jealous, or what, but it's draining. The thing is, we've been friends for so long and I really don't want to throw that away. I just don't know how to address this without it turning into a huge fight. Am I being overly sensitive or is she not a real friend? Please give me your honest opinion. And you know I will. I just want to jump into this by saying you are not being overly sensitive. I know you said that you guys have a lot of history, but sometimes the people that we've known the longest are the ones who get way too comfortable treating us any kind of way. First of all, the nice nasty comment, that's her insecurity showing, not yours. One thing about Misery is it loves company. The whole backhanded must be nice thing that she said about your promotion, that's just not something that real friends do. A real friend is going to clap for you so loud that the whole world can hear it, not sneak dissing your shine. And then you said she shows out in front of men. I don't know how old you guys are, but since you guys are old enough to be working and getting promotions, I'm gonna assume that she is way too old to be acting like that. Any grown woman who has to turn up her antics for male attention or validation is literally screaming insecurity. Let her have that. You keep it classy and let clowns clown themselves. With the whole not liking your pictures and things on social media, not complimenting you, and going ghost when you're celebrating wins, it honestly just sounds like jealousy. And she can't even fake support you because deep down she sees your success as some type of threat or competition. And let me tell you something very loud and very clear. A real friend knows that there's room for everybody to win. It's time for you to set boundaries. I know that you've been friends with her since high school, but let's not romanticize longevity. Just because someone has been in your life for years doesn't mean that they deserve to stay forever. If she cannot respect your goals, your growth, and your glow up, then she honestly doesn't deserve a front row seat in your life. You don't necessarily have to cut her off right away if you're not ready for that, but you do need to have a real, honest conversation. Let her know how her actions are making you feel. But if she tries to get defensive, if she tries to flip the script, or if she shows you any signs of being unwilling to change, girl, you already know what you need to do. Because here's the truth in all of this. You deserve friends who uplift you, who celebrate you, and you deserve friends who genuinely want to see you win. If she can't step up, then I need you to step back and let her watch her success from the sidelines. And please don't feel bad about it. Protecting your peace is always worth it in the end. You have to love yourself enough to stop entertaining small-minded energy, sis. And it sounds like the type of person she is, she'll only hold you back. Okay, so this next one says, hey Armonee, you are one of my favorite YouTubers. And it honestly feels like you're the big sister I never had. I'm writing in because I'm struggling with something that's been heavy on my heart. I'm a 24-year-old mom to 2 amazing little girls. And while I love them with every fiber of my being, I can't shake this mom guilt that keeps creeping in. Lately, I've been trying to find myself again and who I am outside of being a mom. Whether it's focusing on my goal, taking time for self-care, or even dreaming about the future, I feel so guilty, like I'm being selfish for wanting anything outside of just being a mother to my kids. Sometimes it feels like society expects me to put myself on the back burner because I'm a mom. But I know that I can't pour from an empty cup. How do I find balance? How do I remind myself that taking care of me doesn't mean that I love my kids any less? Right now, I feel like I'm stuck in this constant battle between guilt and the desire to rediscover who I truly am. Thank you for your kind words, girl. Literally, y'all really got me over here about to tear up. I just want to give that disclaimer. I love y'all down. Honestly, I think we often forget that being a mom doesn't mean that we have to lose ourselves in the process. You can be a dedicated, loving mother and still be a confident, thriving woman. It doesn't say anything in the rule book about having to sacrifice your personal goals and passion just because you have kids. That's a myth, boo. Now look, about the whole mom guilt thing, I get it. Trust me, I do. It's like we're conditioned to think that we can't have our own dreams without feeling bad about it. But I'm here to tell you that it is perfectly fine to take some time for yourself. In fact, you need to take some time for yourself. Your kids will benefit most from you being the best version of you. They need a mom who's thriving, confident, and taking care of her needs. What you need to do is let go of the idea that taking some time for yourself is selfish. Self-care is very essential, honey. When you show up for yourself, you are showing up better for them as well. So whether it's you taking an hour for a bath, doing a little workout, or just simply making some time to reach your goals, do it. And don't you dare feel guilty about it. As far as rediscovering who you are, take that one step at a time. You do not have to have it all figured out right now. But trust me, the more you nurture yourself, the more you'll start to see the woman you're meant to be shining through. You deserve every opportunity to be the best you. You've got this, girl. No guilt allowed. Okay, so this next one says, "Hi Armonee, I really need your help. So I've been trying to move on from this toxic ex of mine, but he just won't let me go. I've told him countless times that I'm done, but now he's been reaching out to my friends, my family, and anyone he can find trying to get to me. He even shows up at places that he knows that I'll be at, and it's honestly ruining any new relationships that I've been trying to build. I don't want to let him control my life anymore, but I feel like he's constantly lurking around and messing with my peace. I've tried blocking him, but it seems to never work. What should I do to protect my new relationships from his drama?" Signed, Stuck in the Past. Okay, so for this situation, I want you to first know that you deserve so much better than to keep allowing your toxic ex to control your energy. Not only does it sound like this situation is annoying, but situations like this can also get very dangerous if they go unchecked. It is time for you to completely cut ties with him. Block him on every social media platform. Change your phone number if you haven't done so already. And if he has even the slightest idea of where you live, you might need to consider moving soon. Your safety and your peace of mind are so much more important than letting him linger around your life. Now let's talk about your family, friends, and loved ones. You need to have a serious conversation with them and lay down the law. Let them know there is no more entertaining him or his nonsense. No matter what he's saying, they do not need to allow for him to have the opportunity to sway them, to create any further drama, or to be put in a position where they're running back and telling you things. Your family and friends should be your allies, not his unwitting accomplices. If he continues to keep showing up, causing scenes in your life, don't be afraid to take it a step further and look into getting a restraining order if you need to. You have every right to protect your peace and keep your space free from him and all his toxicity. As for your new relationships that you've been attempting to build, do not let him ruin what you're building. If you're getting to know someone new right now, keep your plans on the low. Don't let this ex have a chance to scare off any new contender. Don't let him cause any ripples. Show your new man that you know how to set boundaries like a boss. No ex drama allowed, honey. Remember, your peace comes before anything and anyone else. You have the power to take back control. It's now time to put more of the focus back on yourself and protect what's yours. You've got this, queen. Time to block, move on, and glow up. Okay, let's get into the next one. "Hey Armonee, I'm writing into you because I have fallen into some hard times recently. I am 31 years old and I've had to move back in with my parents. Honestly, it feels like a big setback, but I know it's just temporary. The problem is my family, my aunts, and my cousins are constantly around, and they've always been the type to judge everyone's life choices. I can't help but feel like I'm the subject of their gossip and judgment every time they get together, and it's driving me insane. I'm trying to get back on my feet, but all their side-eye and sideline comments are making me feel less than. How do I deal with it and not let their negativity affect my progress? Signed, Stressed Out and Over It." Well, first off, it sounds like you're just doing what you have to do to get back on your feet. And that is something to commend. Moving back in with your parents does not mean you're a failure. It's a strategy. Okay, so what? You've hit a rough patch in life, but that doesn't mean that this is the end of your story. It's just a chapter. And guess what? You will turn the page soon enough. Now, about your nosy aunts and cousins, people like them are so busy sitting around talking about others because they simply just don't have enough going in their own lives to mind their own business. Do not let their negativity define you. It's a reflection of them, not you. You have to set boundaries. When they come around, keep the conversations short and sweet. Do not overshare or let them get too deep into your business. You don't owe them any explanation, especially if you feel like they're only going to judge you. If they try and make small talk asking you about your situation, hit them with, "I'm just focusing on getting back on my feet right now, but I appreciate you for checking in." Then change the subject if you have to. If they keep pressing and trying to prod into your business, you can simply walk away. Do not let people who are miserable and messy drain your energy. And if you feel like they're talking behind your back, you cannot control that. You have to focus on what you can control. People are going to talk about you whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. The sad truth is people are always going to talk. Just keep a smile on your face, continue to move graceful, and remember, their words have no effect on you, your worth, or your path. You are focused on building a brighter future for yourself, and that's all that matters. And girl, let's be honest. It is a blessing to have parents who support you enough to open their door back up to you when you need it the most. Not everybody has that kind of safety net. And that is probably another reason why your cousins and your aunts are envious of you. It's clear that you have a strong support system with your parents. And while they're out here judging you, they are probably wishing that they had parents like yours to lean on to. Do not let their jealousy or their bitterness get to you. You are blessed to have the family that you do have within your parents that want to see you succeed. And that is something to be grateful for every single day. And you're absolutely right. This is temporary. You are going to get back on your feet again. Continue to stay true to your path. Continue trusting the process. And when you feel yourself getting frustrated, please remind yourself that their opinions do not pay your bills. Keep your head high and let your bounce back speak louder than any of their whispers. Mwah. This next one reads, "Hey Armonee, I've been dealing with letting go of grudges for so long now. I'm just at a point in my life where I want to move on. The thing is, I've been hurt by some people who were once close to me, and even though I know holding on to this resentment is only hurting me, I can't seem to shake it. I know it's preventing me from growing into the woman I want to be, but it's hard when the people who hurt me are still around, and I constantly think about the things that they've done. I've tried forgiving them, but it feels like pain is still there. I want to find peace and truly evolve into a better version of myself, but I can't figure out how to completely let it go. I've always been the type of person to hold on to things, and now I feel stuck in my own bitterness. How do I move past the anger and hurt so that I can truly grow and become the person that I know I'm meant to be? I feel like if I don't let go of this anger, I'm never going to be able to move forward, but I don't know where to start. How do I forgive without feeling like I'm letting them win? And how do I stop letting this anger dictate my happiness? Please help me. I want to be free of this burden." Signed, letting go is hard. I definitely agree with you there. Holding on to grudges can feel like you're carrying a weight around on you that just never seems to light. But honey, that weight isn't doing anything but keeping you stuck. Let's be real, let's be transparent. You are clearly holding on to that hurt because in your mind, it feels like a way to protect yourself. But in all honesty, all that it's doing is robbing you of your peace and opportunity to grow. Now, I'm not saying that letting go of hurt is easy whatsoever, especially when you feel like the people who wronged you don't even deserve your forgiveness. But here's the thing with that. Forgiveness isn't about them, it's about you. It's about releasing yourself from that emotional prison that you've built around yourself. I know, it sounds like I'm just making it all sound so simple, but girl, when you forgive, you're not saying what they did was okay. What you're saying is, hey, I'm not gonna let you control my peace anymore. Don't look at it as you're letting them win. Look at it as you're reclaiming your power. I want you to always remember something. Forgiving someone doesn't mean that you have to keep them in your life. Sometimes you have to let people go. Peace is truly found when you come to the realization that you don't need people for closure. Your peace comes from within, not from their apologies or explanation. Now, about evolving into that better woman, you have to get comfortable in your own skin with your own thoughts, and then you also have to stop letting other people's actions control your mood. You are the only one holding on to the key of your happiness, not them. I also want you to remember that growth isn't necessarily linear. It is okay if you do not have it all figured out right now, but don't let this hurt and this pain keep you from shining in your own life. Start with reminding yourself that the past cannot hurt you anymore unless you let it. Start letting go of the belief that forgiveness equals weakness. Forgiveness equals freedom. And finally, sweetheart, don't let anybody steal your joy. When you stop holding on to the past, that is when you'll finally be able to see the woman you're becoming. Stronger, lighter, and finally free. You've got this. So let it all go and rise up like the queen that I know you are. Period. This next one reads, "Hey Armonee, I'm a single mom and lately I've been thinking about getting back into the dating scene. It's been a while since I've even considered dating, but I feel like I'm ready. I just don't know where to start or how to approach it. I've got my kids to think about and I want to make sure that I'm not rushing into anything. How do I balance being a mom and trying to find love without feeling guilty or overwhelmed? I'm also nervous about bringing someone new around my kids, and I'm not sure when or how to introduce them if it gets that serious. I don't want to make any mistakes. Do you have any tips for how to approach dating as a single mom? I could really use some guidance. Thank you. Signed, a single mama ready for love." I heard that. Well, hello, single mama ready for love. When it comes to dating, especially as a mother, you have to set the pace. Don't look at it as being in a race to find love. Look at it as being on your own beautiful journey. The key in all of this is to take your time. No rushing. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're behind just because you're a mom. If anything, this should make you even more selective. Start by setting some clear boundaries. If a guy is truly worth your time, he'll respect your schedule, your kids, and your life. If he doesn't, then bye, Felicia. And then let's talk about your little ones. Introducing them to someone is a big deal. There's no need to rush into that either. Wait until you're sure that the relationship is heading into something real before you even consider introducing them to someone. And if he's the right guy, he'll understand that it's going to take some time to blend those two worlds. Remember, your happiness matters too. If a guy can't handle the fact that you have kids, or if he's not mature enough to respect your boundaries, then he's definitely not worth your time, sweetie. Any man that is serious about you will be patient and understanding in all of this. So no need to settle for less. Take your time when you're dating. Enjoy the process. Love will come when the time is right. And your kids will feed from that positive energy as well. Now, go ahead and start making happiness a priority again, because you deserve it, mama. This next one reads, "Hello, Armonee Michelle. So here's my situation. I went on a first date with this guy a few weeks ago, and honestly, I thought it went really well. We had a great conversation, we laughed a lot, and he even mentioned wanting to see me again in the future. But now, out of nowhere, he's completely ghosted me. He removed me from Facebook, blocked my number, ciao, and just disappeared without any explanation. I'm feeling really down about it because I can't help but wonder if it's because of my size. I am a plus size girl, and I've definitely had my share of insecurities around it. I can't shake the feeling that maybe that's why he's backed off. I just don't understand why he'd say one thing and then turn around and do the complete opposite. It's really bothering me, and I'm starting to doubt myself and my worth. Should I just accept that this is how it is, or do you think there's more to this story? Any advice would really help me right now. Thanks. Signed, a hurt and confused girl." Oh, I wish I could hug you right now. And I just want to let you know that you are a queen, no matter the number that reads on the scale. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. The man sounds trash. If he truly had any good intentions with you, he wouldn't have ghosted you, especially over something so shallow like your appearance. Don't allow this to have you wasting time second guessing yourself over someone who can't be honest or mature enough to handle things properly. You deserve someone who sees your worth and someone who values you for all that you are, both inside and out. I know it's tough, and I don't mean to sound insensitive, but you have to shake this off. Ghosting is a coward's move, and he's the one that's missing out. I don't want you to give up on dating though. There is someone out there who will appreciate you for exactly who you are. Okay, this is the final one. It reads, "Hey Armonee, I need some advice. My boyfriend has this female best friend, and I'm starting to get a little skeptical. She's been in his life since the 2nd grade, and they're super close. They hang out all the time, and she's actually very territorial when it comes to him. She can be standoffish towards me too, and I can't help but feel like there's something more going on here. She's also really close to his mom, which adds another layer of complexity to this situation. I've tried talking to my boyfriend about my concerns, but every time I do, he just brushes me off and tells me that I'm being insecure. He insists there's nothing going on, but I'm not so sure. Can females and males really just be friends, or is there more to this? What should I do?" Girl, Listen, first of all, you're not being insecure. It's called intuition. And clearly there's something off with this situation. With this female best friend who is acting territorial and being standoffish with you, there has to be reasoning behind that, deeper than friendship. Now, you're not gonna wanna hear this, but as for your boyfriend, he sounds like a walking red flag himself. Like, him gaslighting you and brushing off your concerns about how she's making you feel, it's just not a good look. If he's not shutting this down and helping to set boundaries, he's part of the problem. In this situation, he needs to go above and beyond to prove that they are just friends, if that's actually what they are. You are in a relationship with him. Therefore, your feelings should be a priority. You are his partner, not her. You need to be straight with him. Let him know you're not playing second to anybody, especially some friend who's acting like she's got a claim on him. If he can't handle that, then he's clearly not ready for the type of relationship that you're wanting him to bring to the table. So please, don't sit here wondering if you're tripping, because you're not. Trust your instincts and don't let anyone disturb or disrespect your peace. You deserve way better than being a part of some weird love triangle with your man's and his homegirl. This is not what you signed up for. So stand on business, set the record straight, and if he's not willing to stand up for you and make things right in this situation, then it's time to stand on him. Okay? Okay, and that was the last of that email, you guys. If you guys have any more questions or want to ask for more advice, feel free to email me and I will definitely read it in the next video. That is all for today's sparkle session. Remember, life shines the brightest when you embrace your inner glow. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, stay glittery, stay guided, and stay you. Mwah. Bye.